TGIF, it's Friday. Welcome to the Tyler Glenn Show, the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. The weekend is here. Pat yourself on the back. You made it towards another weekend. And we've got a comedy show announcement for Brandon coming in at 8:30 this morning. If you like comedy, you're going to like this announcement. Oh, ding dong. Phone's ringing. Speaking of the phone, one Winnipeg dad has a $3,000 cell phone bill thanks to his kid. Holy man. We're going to tell you about that. It's April Fool's Day tomorrow, and I think Pop-Tarts is trying to fool us. Have you ever bumped into anybody? Of course you have. Imagine they sued you after. That's what happened to Gwyneth Paltrow. The verdict is in her court case. We're going to talk about that. Dairy Queen is looking for its giant red spoon. It got stolen. Yeah, the giant red spoon. We'll tell you which Dairy Queen has that giant red spoon. And we'll see where it is, maybe. We also talk heinous food crime. Heinous food crimes. First, let's welcome you into the Beach Bunker. Good morning, and welcome to the Tyler Glenn Show. I'm Tyler Glenn. As we get into the weekend, baseball opening day yesterday, there was a lot of excitement around this upcoming baseball season and a lot of people upset about the price of food, to which we say join the club. We'll take a look at the cost of beer, hot dogs, and other treats at your favorite ballpark. Maybe you've been, maybe you've never been. Maybe this is a little bit of information that'll help you decide that, you know what, maybe I don't want to go to a Major League Baseball game because it's just way too expensive. And we'll also touch on how to respond to every type of annoying airline passenger. All that and more coming up today on the Tyler Glenn Show. Busy Friday to get to. And let's start with the roads. We have got a nice weekend ahead. Sunshine today, sunshine Saturday, Sunday snow. Maybe that'll be our little winter fair storm. Huh? Yeah, it could get dicey Sunday, but +1 Saturday, and we haven't climbed above the freezing mark in like a month. So tomorrow is going to feel gorgeous. Today is actually going to feel not bad. I mean, it's going to be cool but sunny, but +1 tomorrow, man, it's going to be great. Roads are looking pretty good this morning. As we say good morning to a whole bunch of sun seekers, including Gaetan, who is back, I think, from Puerto Vallarta. Nice to see him this morning, back in action. Kathleen is here. Tasha is here. Tasha says that she's looking forward to that beef and barrel burger today with Westman Dreams for Kids. That's right. It's their last day today. We're going to touch on that this morning, too. Lots to do today. I got a busy morning ahead, and I was into the tequila last night, so bear with me, okay? If you hear heavy breathing, I'm just trying to get oxygen, water, and coffee into me. Little kind of birthday celebration for the missus yesterday, and we were out listening to some live music at the dock, and my sister-in-law took us out, and thanks, Darren, for the tequila. That made for an interesting evening and will make for an interesting morning. I will be playing the keyboard and the fantastic Keyboard Friday song on low volume. Uncle Bo is here. Kathleen and Quentin and Ryan is here. And, of course, Tasha. Everyone welcoming Gaetan back. Nice to have you back, pal. Wind chill this morning. Here's what it's looking like as you leave the house, what it's going to feel like. So Trump was indicted yesterday, hey? Wow. What a stupid move that was. We don't talk politics on this show, but that's newsworthy. He's the first sitting president to be indicted. That is just so dumb. Like, do they not realize that? And it's just going to give him more attention. Now, turn your TV hopefully you're watching this show, but when you go to turn your TV on later today, you're going to see wall-to-wall Donald Trump on anything news-related. It's just giving him an additional bit of free publicity. I don't know. I think they just should have let it slide. I mean, he's already declared his presidency. Ryan says, I can't wait till we don't hear wind chill anymore. Won't that be nice? And the same thing with our snowpack. Can we start to see that disappear, please? There's our temperatures. A little bit better this morning than what we had yesterday. And here's how much snow we've got left to deal with. There's the snow map. Not much change. Other than our friends in South Dakota. Not much change. Still a ton of snow in North Dakota and Minnesota, and a little bit for us in Manitoba down around the international boundary. All right, today is Friday. It's Friday, and I'm loving that it's Tater Day today. Tater Day, National Tater Day. And by tater, I mean anything with potatoes. So you can celebrate however you see fit. You could maybe have yourself those tater tots. I like those tater tots. You ever have those breakfast casseroles with the tater tots and the sausages and the cheese? Oh, there's Deb. I made it, Deb. I made it. You can make Tasha's party potatoes, or chips and dip for tonight, or French fries, or poutine. You know, with the high cost of food, thank God for potatoes, right? I mean, and the nice thing is that you can, on a Friday night, you go and buy like $1.50 or $2 bag of French fries. You put them on the cookie sheet. You get them all nice and crispy. And then you just, take that shredded cheese on top, a little bit of gravy. You make a super poutine. The super poutine. Yeah, and they're grown right in Carberry, Manitoba. So many potatoes in Manitoba. We got lots of them. Potatoes and pork. Love the spuds. So let's celebrate with lots of taters today. It is Potato Day. It is also National Prom Day. Why is it National Prom Day? Because prom season begins today. All right, so I think that's probably in the U.S. I'm not sure how many proms we have up here anymore. Have you seen the price of potatoes in stores? OMG, thank God Co-op is selling them cheap this week. Okay, that's good to know. Cheap potatoes at Co-op. They've also got ham on sale. And there's something else I saw at Co-op that it was a good price. Keyboard Friday. It is. Good morning, Jody. It's Tater Day today. It's National Farm Workers Day. It's World Backup Day, a day for you to take a look at your computer and make sure that you've got some form of backup to make sure that if something happens to your computer, you're not, in the lurch. International Transgender Day of Visibility. Eiffel Tower Day, Dance Marathon Day, National Clams on the Half Shell Day, National Crayon Day. Remember those big boxes of crayons that had the sharpener in them? I never had the sharpener. Where is that Crayola box with the sharpener? I always had to borrow somebody else's sharpener. Somebody else's sharpener. Oh, these are the modern ones. But yeah, it's Crayon Day today. I had to borrow someone's sharpener. So how many years ago was I in elementary school? I'm still carrying that bitterness around. I didn't get a sharpener for my crayons. Ugh. Happy Crayon Day. And I think that is pretty much it. Tasha says she grabbed some crispy chicken. They were on for $10 a bucket. The person in front of me grabbed 3. Oh, where was that? Where was that, Tasha? Buckets of chicken for $10? Do spill. Okay, this guy's phone bill is insane. Co-op, okay, thanks. $3,000 for a phone bill, and it's because of his kid. Apparently, his kid was texting a friend in the States and doesn't have one of those plans where you can text as much as you want. You get charged every time you send a text, and that can add up. I guess $3,000, and it was on the news last night. And I couldn't get over how calm this guy is after his kid racked up $3,000 on the phone bill.
Was texting a friend in the United States, unknowingly racking up more than $3,000 worth of charges.
This is Danton Unger from CTV.
They're fighting to lower the bill.
Listen, watch this guy. Watch the dad.
A couple years ago, Rob Belanger got a family phone plan for his 2 children. Last week, when he got his monthly bill from Bell Mobility, the parent company of CTV News, he couldn't believe his eyes.
The cost was $3,536.98, which is more than 10 times my normal monthly costs.
I'm just going to tell you that my kid completely got out of control on the phone, and I'm really upset with him. What he did was, I'd be flipping the table over. $3,000? Oh my!
For my cell phones.
That's thanks to more than 7,000 text messages from his son's phone to his friend living in the U.S. But Belanger says he was never notified.
Their reply was that the notifications were sent to my son's phone. That there doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me because it's my account, it's my family plan. I'm the one who pays the bills every month.
After going back and forth with Bell, he said the company offered to remove 25% of the bill.
So it's Bell. They're going to take a quarter of the bill back. And it's like, I can't get over. I'm watching this last night thinking to myself, how is this guy even sitting gently at the table like this, having a reasonable conversation? I'm getting pissed off, and it's not even my kid or my phone. $3,000. So quick math. What is that? Like $800 they're going to take off? That's ridiculous. Man, our cell companies, it's gross. And this morning, they're saying that this morning, the Rogers deal with Shaw will be announced, probably around 7:30 this morning. Brutal. Even less competition. It's just, you never hear these stories in the States. Why is that?
But 75% of a bill that I feel is unjust still doesn't sit right. And not only do I feel violated, that my trust and confidence with this company they've taken for granted, I don't feel right paying that money.
John Lawford, the executive director of the Public Interest Advocacy Centre, says while Canada's wireless code does require account holders be notified of overage charges for roaming and data, that may not be the case for texting.
Texting, it's not explicitly covered. It's not considered to be data. It's a different service on the phone. And that's pretty much up to your contract, in which case you won't get a notification if there are overages for excess texts.
So there you go. You learned something today. So again, it doesn't include texts. Talk to your kids because you don't want one of these bills, $3,000, 7,000 texts. This is unbelievable. How about a landline for the unemployed child who couldn't pay any bill? Yeah, well, you know what? I think that kids are going to use their phone. If they've got a phone, they're going to use their phone. It's these cell companies. And when you go to get the phone, even if it is dad's account, right? He says that it's my account and I pay the bill, so on and so forth. Okay, I get that. But when you go to pick up the phone, you're telling them, my kid is going to be on here, and he's going to be texting all the time, and probably the States. Shouldn't the person that's giving you the phone say, well, make sure that, no, they don't care. They don't care. They just want to make a whole bunch of money. That's brutal. Have you ever had a phone bill where you got like a shock, a surprise? Where, at the end of the month, $3,000 is completely off the charts. I think he's going to court. This guy in Winnipeg is going to court. He is going to fight Bell on this and see if he can get it completely removed, which he should, really. And kudos to him because, he's sitting in front of that stack of paper, all those all those texts. I would just be, oh man, I couldn't get over it. Rob Boulanger. So good luck, Rob, and we'll follow that and see if Rob is successful in his fight against Bell. That's brutal. Yeah. Speaking of brutal and high prices, so it was Major League Baseball's opening day yesterday, and there was a lot of excitement about the season. I did not know that Toronto had some of the cheapest beer in Major League Baseball. I didn't think that Canadian sports teams and cheap beer were something that could ever be in the same sentence, but apparently it can. Comparing hot dog and beer prices at your favorite ballpark. Have a look at this. This is beer. So if you're going to go have a beer, these prices are in US dollars. And you do not want to go to a Mets game. Like in New York, you're at a Mets game and you're paying $12 US for a beer. Now, no, I'm not. I'm just not drinking beer. There's just no way. What is that? $18, $19 Canadian for a beer? Chicago's not much better. They're around $10. So's Baltimore and Philly. Minnesota Twins, the closest one to us geographically, is one of the cheaper beers that you're going to find at the ballpark. And if you go to Colorado, that's what you want to do. You want to go to a Rockies game. And they're just $3 at a Rockies game. An estimated 15 million beers or 1.2 million gallons of beer are sold at Major League stadiums every year. That's enough to fill 1.7 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Now, what about a hot dog? So, and I didn't show you Toronto. Look at Toronto's beer price, $4.33 US. That's not bad. When you're comparing it to New York at $12, I would have thought it was a lot more than that. I've never been to a Jays game, been to lots of Twins games. And I've had the chance to go to a couple Dodgers games too, and I can see they've got the most expensive food, and it's so true. Oh my gosh. You step up to the concession there and get your stuff, and one person, it's $80 for your hot dog, some nachos, and a couple of beers. But Arizona Diamondbacks, look at their hot dog prices, $2. That's pretty good. But San Francisco, $7.50. Holy shit! That's amazing. You take a family of 4 to a baseball game. So what would you spend at a baseball game this season? So if you want to go to Target Field in Minneapolis, it's a great place to watch a ball game, and it's outdoor venue, nice place to visit. You're going to pay $39 for the experience of a ticket, hot dog, and beer. That's cool because it's one of the cheapest in the entire Major League Baseball. But if you're going to go to Chicago, $100. Isn't that something? $100, 130 Canadian. That's amazing. That is so expensive. And so I'll be watching the highlights, not just for the sports highlights, but I want to see how many people are in the stands with the economy the way it is, and with all this stuff going sideways. Do people have the money to spend in Chicago or New York to go to a baseball game and drop $100 a person? Family of 4, is basically $500, and you're not getting any T-shirts, you're not getting any swag, you're not getting any other stuff when you go to the games and pay that kind of that cash. So anyway, opening day for baseball, although you wouldn't know it, hey? You wouldn't know that spring is around the corner with the weather that we've got. But it's going to be a nice weekend. It's going to be a nice weekend. Before we say goodbye to our social media friends, I do want to let you know that Beef and Barrel Burger Day is happening today. The Beef and Barrel restaurant is going to shut its doors, and that starts at 11 o'clock this morning. Here's a look at the poster. And after so many years of serving those steer burgers, today is the day. 11 o'clock this morning, goes until 6 o'clock tonight. It's going to be a very busy place. First Street North. Burger and Pop and Water, and they're taking donations to Westman Dreams for Kids. We wish them all the best in their retirement, and it's going to be a nice day for a barbecue. I mean, not the warmest day in the world, but at least the sun will be shining, and it'll be around -2 for a high today. So it'll be a nice day for a burger, a nice day to wish them well as they head off into the sunset. There's also another event happening this weekend for if you're hankering for a garage sale. And who isn't? It's supposed to be warmer now. And I believe this is a yard sale. Yeah, it's the Westman Animal Rescue event. This is coming up tomorrow, and it's April Fool's Day tomorrow. Remember that. Before I let you go, social media friends, don't get fooled tomorrow. Be on alert. Pop-Tarts, I think, is trying to pull a fast one early, and we're going to take a look at that after 7:30. But remember, tomorrow's April Fool's Day. But no fooling. Garage sale fundraiser and adoption event is happening tomorrow. This is actually in Boissevain. Well, there you go. So if you're looking to go for a drive and taking a garage sale, it's the Westman Animal Rescue Garage Sale Fundraiser and Adoption Event. And that's going on tomorrow from 10 till 4. Burgers and puppies. Yeah, that's what's going on. Did you see Pepsi introduced a new logo? And I don't know, marketing people are kind of going crazy for it. I don't know. It looks like the old one. I mean, retro is back. Here, have a peek. The new Pepsi logo. I don't know. Oh, cherry Pepsi. I like cherry Pepsi. that an electric Pepsi truck? So they're out with their new logo, and I don't know. It looks like the old logo. Coming fall 2023. Okay, so not quite sure. It's not like they're changing the taste of it or anything like that, but new packaging coming for Pepsi. Kathleen's into her Pepsi Max. I'm a Dr. Pepper guy. I love Dr. Pepper, and they got, in the States, they've got Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, and it is one of the hottest drinks you're going to find. The Zero Sugar, what happened to Diet Dr. Pepper? Can't find it anymore. You can find it on occasion, but I don't like it. Like Diet, it's kind of like Diet Coke and Coke Zero. Coke Zero's tastes awesome, and they do taste different. And you can get Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. So I'm at the Walmart store in Botno, and they are sold out, at least I thought. And I'm looking on the shelf, and at the back, at the very, very back of this shelf, there's 2 cases left. And there's just absolutely no way I can reach them because they're at the back of this shelf that is very, very tight, where they've got all the pop stacked. So what do? I go over to the seasonal, and I get myself a big rake. And I get the rake, and then I come back to the soda pop with my rake and reach underneath, reach on the shelf with my rake and get those last 2 cases of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Webster says they have Pepsi Mango. Oh, that sounds awesome. I got to look for that. Pepsi Mango. I'd be up for that. I could do that. Our beach camp today is Florida. We might see Donald Trump get boarded onto an airplane and being hauled off to jail. We're going to go to Deerfield Beach, Florida, where we've got the sights and sounds of the beach. And we'll do that in a second. But first, we bid adieu to our TikTok friends. Have a great weekend. Don't forget, grand prize draw with our Amazon gift card and Tyler Glenn Show mug coming up on Monday. Post those spring break pictures on our Facebook page. Make sure you get to that. Please get to that sometime this weekend. All you have to do is post one to be entered into the draw come Monday morning. Come on over to Twitch. That's where the rest of the party is going to be happening for us the rest of the morning. We're just getting started. Twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. Come on over to have some fun with us. We'd love to have you. And again, if you missed the show, the podcast is posted just around lunchtime at tylerglennshow.com. You can get the audio version, and it's an abbreviated version of the show. Or you can watch this show on demand at twitch.tv/Tyler Glenn Show. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Twitch. And we'll have an Amazon gift card